whenever my husband gets home from work, the first thing we do is we're like, oh, daddy, we hug him and whatever. And then I tell him, I'm like, guess what Grace did today? And without even looking at her, neither of us look at her. We literally...
What she's describing is giving positive feedback and how much that really does work. Just a quick disclaimer, I am a licensed MFT, but I am not your therapist. This video is for educational purposes only and is not clinical advice. I will also not be diagnosing anyone. Please refer to the full disclaimer on your screen for information regarding emergencies and ethical boundaries. Hi, my name is Christina Castorena, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I've been a therapist for 20 years. It might be interesting to share my perspective on certain trends that are happening within our world.
Whenever my husband gets home from work, the first thing we do is we're like, oh, daddy, we hug him and whatever. And then I tell him, I'm like, guess what Grace did today? And without even looking at her, neither of us look at her. We literally do not acknowledge her as if she's not in the room. Not like shunning, but just for the moment, for the point of this. And I tell him all of the things that she did that I'm so proud of. I don't tell her any of her, I don't tell him any of her negative behavior in front of her. Anything that I say to my husband about my toddler, I guarantee from what I've seen, she does more of it the next day.
I think that one is a really good intervention. What she's describing is giving positive feedback and how much that really does work for kids. Is she's not telling the child directly, oh, I really liked how you did this thing, or I liked how you said thank you. She's not directly telling the child, she's talking to the dad, and the child is hearing. So what the child is probably picking up on is the pride that her parents are feeling, also picking up on, the happiness, and that's probably making the kid feel really proud of for herself.
High five, low five.
This is important for parents to know. If, how we speak about children in front of them, and if they're hearing it, they're listening. Kids are always listening. They may not listen when you're telling them to do something that you want them to do, but if you're talking to another adult, you're talking to somebody else, they're listening, and they often pick up on a lot of stuff in the household. They'll pick up on the communication, they'll pick up on the energy in the house, the tension, whatever it may be. With the mom and dad in the scenario, the kid is picking up on the pride and happiness and joy that the parents are experiencing from the daughter's behaviors. That's positive reinforcement of the child following through with positive behaviors. So if you want to see more positive behaviors, then you give positive reinforcement. You acknowledge the positive behaviors.
Hey, I knew you could do it! High five!
If the child is putting their toys away, you say, I really like how you're putting your toys away. Thank you so much. If the child said thank you, you say, really like how polite you are. So what you're doing is you're labeling the behaviors that they are doing. You're also acknowledging that you like it and that it's a positive behavior. The more you're labeling, the more that they can see, oh, these are behaviors that my parents like, that even at school, if teachers can do this as well. Thank you for cleaning up your desk. Thank you for pushing in your chair, whatever it may be. These types of positive reinforcements are really great for getting the kids to do more of the things you want them to do. And it's interesting too that she talked about, she'll say the good stuff that the kid does, but she tries not to say the stuff that maybe the bad stuff that the kid's doing. There needs to be conversations with, maybe both parents can have a sit down with the kid if they're doing certain things that maybe aren't good for the household or good for the kid's behavior, that they can talk about that. I've worked with a lot of kids over the years, and I remember they would always get upset if the parent were reporting to me maybe negative behaviors that the kid was having. The kid would start getting disruptive in the session, because I think it would start causing the kid anxiety and start causing them to feel uncomfortable. So what I would try and do is have that conversation with the parent before the kid came in the room, and then I would talk about it with the kid and say, this is what's going on. Can you tell me about it? Tell me, about some of these behaviors. If the kid was able to have that type of conversation. For younger kids, we would usually work through the behaviors through play. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to talk about that a little bit more, if there's another subject matter you want me to explore.